en medio de la oscuridad del Holocausto. Un funcionario japonés se atrevió a contradecir las órdenes de su gobierno, salvando así la vida de 6.000 judíos, al expedir visas de vida que permitieron escapar del exterminio nazi.
Este hombre es Sugihara, vicecónsul de Japón en Lituania, quien pagó caro su osadía. Yad Vashem le otorgó el título de justo entre las naciones y encargó la sinfonía Cántaros de Luz en su honor a la compositora Laura Auerbach.
Cántaros de Luz se inspira en el arte japonés kintsugi, conjugado con el concepto cabalístico de Sevirata Kelim, la rotura de los cántaros. Esta sinfonía llegó a México con un detalle singular: el suegro de la chelista y estrella de la obra fue uno de los judíos de Sugihara. Enlace Judío platicó con Kristina Reiko.
When I learned the story of Sugihara, I thought it was such an amazing story, such a touching one, such an important one, and I knew that many people didn't know about this story, so I wanted to bring it forth. And of course, I'm not a writer, I'm not an actor. The only thing I know how to do is play music, so I became quite determined to be part of commissioning a grand work that would celebrate the heroism of Chuni Sugihara. So that was the idea, and actually the very first person that we approached to do this work was Maestro Constantino Rebellion, because he is the music director of the orchestra in Kaunas, Lithuania, which is exactly where all the action took place. That's where he signed the visas, the life-saving visas. So when my manager and I were researching how to make this project happen, we wanted it to start where it was all born. And when Maestro heard that we wanted to do this project, he said, "Oh yes, I know all about Sugihara. I know that the composer that we chose, who's a wonderful, genius composer, he knew her quite well, and that's how the project was born."
And how did you learn about Sugihara?
So we were already married, and one day someone sent my husband a commemorative coin that had Sugihara's face on it, and I knew that my father-in-law had lived in Japan, I knew that he lived in China, but I hadn't heard of Sugihara. So when I asked, I said, "What is this coin? Who is this Sugihara?" So my husband told me a little bit about it, and I couldn't believe it when he told me the story, because I'm half Japanese and I know the culture. And Sugihara went against authority. He asked 3 times to be able to sign these visas. The government said no 3 times. For a Japanese person to go against authority like that I've never heard of that. It just doesn't happen. On the other hand, I think what he did was also very Japanese, because there's something called the Bushido Code, which is the warrior code for samurai, and their number, the fundamental base of all of their rules is, no matter how difficult the situation, no matter how much noise is going on, how much chaos, how much terror, you do the right thing.
There are also the broken glass.
Yes, the kintsugi. See, I bought a dress this looks like kintsugi, right?
Yeah.
So yes, the idea of the breaking of the vessel, like the Jewish people being spread around the globe through terror and murder, and kintsugi is the idea of taking all these broken pieces, putting them back together with gold filigree, and then the broken vase is more beautiful than the original vase, and it's through good deeds and kindness that we heal the world.
Oh, amazing. And did you reach, how did you reach the Kabbalah concept? Were you familiar with it, or did you approach it when producing the concert?
This was the composer's idea. She wanted to find a way to bring together the idea of the Yiddish and the Japanese. And of course, kintsugi is a Japanese art. So she envisioned that Sugihara, in a sense, acted as the gold filigree to bring back the pieces.
And so you went to this Kabbalah concept of tikkun olam, of mending the world.
Yeah.
And the Whisperer had an extraordinary dimension in this concert. I was very impressed. How did you think of it? Of who think of it?
No, this is the composer. She wanted to use Yiddish because Yiddish was the language of the Jews that were
But why
murdered
to
and
whisper?
crucified.
You know?
Because a lot of them didn't survive, right? Many of them didn't survive. So it's a combination of the voices that can't be heard.
Wow.
So they're almost from another realm, right? They're not quite here.
Did the meaning, you say you live in Israel.
Yeah.
Did the meaning of the concert change after 7 of October?
100%.
Why and how?
Well, I'm a convert, so I wasn't born Jewish. And even though I felt very Jewish for many years, October 7th really made me feel Jewish and made me understand the terror of being hunted. And it made me understand what's been in the blood and in the bones and the souls for thousands of years. And I started crying, and it's I understand. You know, there's a part in the piece where the child is running through the burning forest, and she says, "Mama, Mama," she's being chased, hunted. And now I understand in very, very bones what that means. And the world needs healing. It's not just Israelis that are suffering. It's all over the world. There's pain and suffering everywhere, and we need more Sugiharas.
Yes.